if this particular officer really felt in her heart of hearts that there was DV going on, that this woman, this damsel in distress at that moment, was really a victim of DV, why wouldn't she pull out the pad, start writing things down, take photos of her face, do all the things that she needs to do if she truly felt there was DV involved? She said she goes to about 100 that day. This was 101. She goes into the place and she sees no sign of DV, y'all. Showing once again that this woman has been straight lying. They did also bring in an officer that was there during. This was also a big moment too. They had an officer that came in and they were, of course, having her testify, and she was there during this altercation. And she said that there was no signs of towards Amber Heard. Here it is, guys. Take a look at this. Police officer tells court Amber Heard was not a victim of DV. Now, police officer Melissa Saenz, I don't know, hopefully I'm saying that right, of the LAPD has told the court that marks on Johnny Depp's wife Amber Heard's face were consistent with crying and not with DV. Not with DV. So, Amber Heard was not a victim of DV. A police officer has told the court after she responded to an incident at Johnny Depp's penthouse apartment in Los Angeles, California, May 21st, 2016. Police officer Saenz of the police LAPD said marks on Amber's face were consistent with her crying and not being hit by a mobile phone. The officer also said she goes to a lot of DV calls every single day, and she had probably attended around 100 DV cases by the time she attended that call at the penthouse. Man, LA is, there's some angry people out here in LA. Be careful, my people in Los Angeles. All right. The officer said she arrived with another officer, called Officer Hadden after Amber's friend had called to say Amber had an argument with her then husband Johnny. The officer told the court in a pre-recorded testimony that Depp, 58, was not present at the apartment and that Amber would give no further information. After questioning from Amber's lawyers, this same officer agreed she took no notes or photos or recorded anything during her time on the call. She agreed. She agreed Heard was crying, red-eyed, and was not making any eye contact when she talked to her, and also said that she saw nothing out of the ordinary at the penthouse and didn't see anything broken or damaged. When asked about the redness on Amber's face in photos that were shown to the officer replied, "It does not look like an injury caused by a cell phone, mobile phone." The officer told the court she thinks the photos show it was consistent with her crying. Her face was flushed. She does not look consistent. She said it does not look consistent with an injury. This is her being testifying. This is a pre-recorded testimony last month. Okay, or sorry, last year in March. Okay. This follows the court being told by clinical and forensic psychologist Dr. Shannon Curry that Amber Heard has a borderline personality disorder and is taking on a victim role. Dr. Curry told the court one of the personality disorders which she believes Amber is suffering from is histrionic personality disorder, which our brother Nico just went through one last time to drill it all the way home so you feel down to your plums, okay? She said that Amber took a psychometric personality test called the Minnesota Multiphasic, hopefully personality inventory volume, in which a series of 567 statements are marked true or false. She confirmed, the doctor also confirmed that this is the most commonly used assessment worldwide by mental health professionals in a forensic setting for the court. So this cop goes all the way up. This particular cop that we're seeing right here, okay? This cop comes all the way out to this apartment for, I guess, a DV call. Amber's there, crying her eyes out. Johnny is nowhere to be found. Then she asks her all kinds of questions. In the testimony, she even says, I was talking to Miss Amber Heard. I was asking whose home this was. She wouldn't even answer that question for her. She wouldn't even tell her whose home she was at. Then there are photos, I don't have them, but of her face, which were red. Like red marks on her face. The cop says there was nothing except that looks like a flushed face from crying. But allegedly, Amber Heard was trying to make it seem like Johnny Depp put his paws on her. Now, if this particular officer really felt in her heart of hearts that there was DV going on, that this woman, this damsel in distress at that moment, was really a victim of DV, why wouldn't she pull out the pad, start writing things down, take photos of her face, do all the things that she needs to do if she truly felt there was DV involved? She said she goes to about 100 that day. This was 101. She goes into the place and she sees no sign of DV, y'all. Showing once again that this woman has been straight lying. Lie detector tests come back proving that is a lie. This is the last thing that we heard before, no pun intended, that's the last thing that we heard before the trial ended for the day. So there it is, y'all. Absolutely knucking futs. This news that's out here. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got a cop who is well versed in seeing scenes of DV, devastating, I'm sure, scenes of DV, women who are out here and men who are out here trying to seek refuge. Hence the reason why those calls exist, right? Hence the reason why they're answering to those calls. She goes to a place where Amber Heard she's crying. She sees no sign of anything. So she doesn't sit there and say, oh, we need to go find this man and detain him for putting his paws on her, so on and so forth, because there was no sign of DV, according to this officer. So once again, this was a big L day for Amber Heard. Nico.
Hey, man, look, at the end of the day, as I like to say all the time, at the end of the day, she's not looking real good in this situation anymore.
Nope.
You know, from where this started to where it is now, her reputation has taken a big hit. It seems as if, you know, we're getting more perspective and insight as to her mind state and you know, what type of personality she is. And it's becoming clear that, you know, it seems that she's doing a lot of this just for the show.
Word.
And to get attention. And I think she thought it was going to be a different type of attention. But it turns out the attention that she's getting from it now is not very good. So I don't know what's up with these DC characters, man. People that are in the DC world, like Ezra Miller and Amber Heard, like they just
don't even get me started.
You know, just self-damaging, ruining their own careers. Now she should have just, if it was serious like that, should have just been like, all right, when Johnny said we're gonna settle this, you know, outside, not in front of the cameras, she should have been like, all right, let's do that. Instead,
yeah, I mean, yep, she should have been like, you know what, you're right. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take the high road with you.
Yeah.
Let me ride it with you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to just ride on lone ranger horses together towards the land of taking the high road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just doing and just be fine with it. The two amigos. You know what I'm saying? They could have done that.
True.
But they did not. She did not. I'm sorry. And then, of course, she's still trying to make more lies. She's trying to back things up by acting, and apparently she's not thinking about the things that she's trying to do. She's not thinking about the follow through. She's just looking at the surface by going, "Oh, my face is all red, so let me just do this really quick to rouge it up real quick to make it look like there's bruises on my face." It's very, very bad. The makeup thing that we talked about on a previous show, where she said she was using a specific line of makeup, but that makeup never existed until after they were divorced. Until after you're like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Danny boy. The pipes be calling. You're like, oh. You know what I'm saying? It's this sad. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to her career.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.